Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Banter Bar forever.
Yes, hello.
It's been like a week since we first recorded our first episode. These will probably come out a little bit later, but
Yeah, I meant to edit the first episode last week and upload it, but I got a little distracted with a little game called, well, I've been calling it mathematics lately because I talk about it so much and Jacob gets annoyed. But it's Mugenics. It's Mugenics.
it's Mugenics.
Although we'll get to this later. I haven't played it this today at all. I'm playing something else. We'll get to that later though.
Yes.
But how you doing? It's not like I live with you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, nothing too crazy. Watched you play a video game all day, so.
Yeah,
But
we've been doing that.
we door dashed freaking McDonald's, bro.
Okay, we don't gotta dox ourselves. Okay, they're gonna find it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not like
Another
that's
thing.
everywhere.
There's only like 3 McDonald's in the world, bro. You're gonna hear a cat in the background. That's Sheva.
Yes.
She's very loud today, so we apologize. But also, get over it. Actually, get over it.
Yeah, she's in heat, so she's gonna scream.
Don't say that.
What?
Don't say that.
What?
Demonetized. Don't say that.
What?
Just say she's loud.
No, it's a scientific term.
Nope.
Like penis balls.
Okay, stop it. I'm uncomfortable. But yeah, so what have we been doing lately, Jacob?
Resident Evil.
Why'd you say it like you're confused?
Because that's all we've been doing. Especially me, because I played it and now I'm watching you play it. So
Yep. In terms of like this podcast, we plan to like talk about our videos before, like that's our first segment of like what we're working on. Since we haven't really worked on much except this podcast, not much to say. I guess all to say is that I plan to edit these after this and upload them hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. So it is a little weird schedule where we have week 1 uploaded and week 2 on the same day, but whatever. This is not like it's our fucking job or anything, so we can we can be as lazy as we want.
There's also like
we have
fucking 3 people watching this, if that. So
no, my grandma subscribed.
Wait, really?
No, she hasn't responded. But we have many video ideas. Like we've been playing Resident Evil, and we're giant Resident Evil fans. So
oh yeah,
we have some Resident Evil ideas that I really want to do. I'll talk to you about. I already talked to you a little bit, but I've been getting more ideas. So
okay.
I'm excited. I want to record I want to record another video pretty soon. Like if we have time tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, because I just want to. It's fun. I want to get it out there. I love recording. I love coming with the ideas, and then it hits in recording, and then it hits the editing phase, and it's like we talked about this before, but it's satisfying, but it's definitely tedious.
Yeah, very much so.
But yeah, anyway, we've been playing Resident Evil. I have not. Jacob has finished it, so he.
Yeah.
How many days did it take you to finish?
So I have a part-time job, so I had more time in the day, but I
Broke boy.
I probably finished it in maybe 4 days. So, and like between like 3 and 4 hour sessions, but it was fantastic. I liked it a lot.
Yep. Yeah, I started about 3 days ago. I was just playing a shit ton of mathematics, and I was doing my homework, and Jacob was begging me to play the game. Absolutely begging me. He's like, please, I want to talk to you about it. And I like the thing is, how about we do this? How about we go in our history with Resident Evil? That's fun.
Okay.
So I guess we'll start with me because I'm the OG Resident Evil fan. I was actually the first Resident Evil fan ever conceived.
You're the one that inspired.
I inspired Resident Evil.
Yeah, you inspired especially Resident Evil 7 off the fucking state of your home.
Yeah, exactly. The developers looked in front of my fridge and they said we can make a game about this. No, but so years ago, way back in the ancient year of 2019, I was looking at, don't tell Nintendo, I was looking at games as a broke child. I wasn't really a child, but as a broke child with understanding of the internet and how to avoid viruses. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pirate games.
No, you're gonna sail the 7 seas.
Yeah, exactly. Sail the 7 seas. I had a modded Wii that I modded myself, and I felt like a hacker, bro. I felt like the coolest shit. Like following like a fucking GitHub page on how to hack a Wii, and I was like, I'm so smart, bro. So I hacked my Wii, and I'm like, what can I do with this? I just like, what can I do? And I was like, oh my god, I can play. The first thing I did actually was I backed up all my GameCube games just to have them digitally for some reason. I didn't have a computer or anything. I have them on my computer now. I backed up all my GameCube games and just had them on a USB. So I was like, in the future I could play them, and I rarely do. But then the second thing I did, I was like, well, you can emulate. There was a GameCube emulator essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the Wii has GameCube functionality, but I'm pretty sure it was still emulated. But I was like, what games can I play? So I played Mario Sunshine. I played just games I didn't really have. And then I was bored one day, and I was like, I want to play something. And I was just searching on because I would borrow the shitty phone from the junk drawer, my mom's old phone, and I would just use it to download ROMs onto and then transfer them through. I think I did it through SD card or something like that. It was so convoluted because I didn't have a computer. So I stumbled upon Resident Evil Remake on the GameCube. And I was like, I've heard about Resident Evil, don't know much about it. I downloaded it, blew my fucking socks off, bro. So I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Sorry, cat in the back. But loved that game. Then I played Resident Evil 2 because I'm pretty sure it was still on the same emulator. But it wasn't a remake. It was just the original like port. But it was really laggy for some reason, and but I still enjoyed it. Then I played 3. Then I played 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the order. Oh my god, she's fucking.
She was clawing at the door, so I had to let her out.
She's infected with the T virus. Shut up. Stop it. She's gonna kill us all. But I fell in love with it. I've loved Resident Evil ever since. I've played essentially every game. I haven't played Outbreak. I haven't played what is that shitty one? The Umbrella.
Fuck, what is it?
It's like Umbrella Files.
Yeah,
I don't know.
some shit like
Something
that.
Something stupid. It's like some shooter or whatever. Don't care about that shit. I guess we can go to you now.
Okay.
What your history with Resident Evil, and then we can kind of say how it differentiates.
I mean, mine's hell of a lot shorter. I only got into it maybe 2-3 years ago. But I learned about Resident Evil. I mean, I knew of it because the movies are kind of popular. So like I kind of assumed that it was just like a movie franchise. But I just didn't pay too much attention. But then you educated me more on it, and I ended up trying Resident Evil 4 Remake because that was the most recent one that was coming. Oh wait,
no, you played 2 Remake first.
You did, yeah. You convinced me on it because you're like, there's a stalker enemy and they follow you, and I was like, that's so scary and so fun and new.
You liked what game was it that had a stalker enemy that you were like, I like that game? Was it Alien Isolation? Is that what it was?
I think so. I haven't played it, but I know that it does have the aliens do stalk you, and I thought that was so fucking cool. But yes, I played RE2 remake, and I played Leon's story. I loved it. It was fantastic. Shit and bricks, bro. It was very spooky. I paused the game a lot. Oh my God. I streamed the entire thing to PAX. And he kind of just watched me play through it. But next I played RE4 remake when that came out, and that was very fun. I liked that a lot. Fell even more in love with Leon more than ever, and I love Ashley, and I kind of fell head over heels with the franchise at that point. I ended up trying to play RE3 remake, but it kind of just didn't click very well. But this seems to be a very universal experience where a lot of people don't like it.
Poop from a butt.
Yeah, so they say that the originals are better, or in terms of that. And I guess I can't compare it because I haven't played many of the originals, if any. But yeah, so I tried that. And then I watched you play. I watched multiple people play like on the internet, RE7, because that one was very popular because it revived the franchise. But
you watched me play it for the first time because I was very skeptical of it, and I didn't really touch it for the longest time. But
it's good, but the ending sucks. That's all people need to know.
Yeah, the ending's really bad. The beginning is beautiful, but the ending just did not do it for any of us. I remember we both watched it. Or while I was playing through, you're watching it, and we both could just kind of like sat there and kind of like, what? Okay, okay, what are we doing here? And then Chris's beautiful model shows up.
God, he's so bad. Show a picture. Show a picture of him.
No,
he's
now
so
I gotta
bad.
Now I gotta edit. Now I gotta look at it and edit it. Yeah. The ugly model. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
And so we went through RE7. RE8 had been out for a while at that point, very long time, but I watched someone else play it, but then I watched you play a little bit of it. That was the first Resident Evil I ever watched you play. We kind of did it out of order. Because remember, you streamed it to like when we were friends with Zelda.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
We both watched you play it, so that was a long time ago. But we tried to restart it, didn't really kick off that much. So
I like 8. I definitely do like it.
Popular for a reason. It is. Yeah. It's a good game. It's lots of cool characters. People like Lady D. But
Heisenberger.
True. But you know, it's I mean, it's all right, but
I think it's my opinion on it is that it's a good game, but it really just felt like there was nowhere to go but up, if that makes sense, because it just felt like the best of like everything that made like there's so many nods to and like gameplay nods and story nods or whatever to previous games, like especially 4 and 7 and even like some of like 1 remake.
Yeah.
It's like some of the puzzles and horror stuff. It just felt like the best. It felt like it was just compiled whatever. So it's like it was good. It just felt like it. I was so ready for a refresh after 8. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And you know, all the hand horror, but
yeah, no, I see that's an interesting part. I would say that even though we're both very big Resident Evil fans, I mean, you hear us yelling at our little rat Sheva, named after Chris Redfield, of course. But um, you and I are both kind of different Resident Evil fans, which I love. So Jacob graciously refers to me as old man when for my Resident Evil opinions, even though they are objectively right.
Totally.
I love fixed camera Resident Evil. I absolutely love it. My favorite Resident Evil game is RE1 Remake. And my second favorite is RE2. And my third favorite is RE3.
Bro's laughing at numbers.
Not the remakes, but I love the remakes. Or I hate. I was laughing at them. I was laughing at numbers, bro. I do love RE2 remake. I do not like RE3 remake. I feel like that game lasted 3 hours. Like I'll have to look back. I had it on PlayStation, I think. I played that game and it was like 3 hours long, and I was like, I didn't even like it when I was younger, but I love fixed camera horror Resident Evil. I love it. I think it's such at this point such an underrated genre. And so the feeling of survival horror RE1 captures has never been met in the series before. RE9 actually really hits a lot of those points. That first area that I played through as Grace, it's like the
care center?
The care center, yeah. That is such a well-designed area. That's such a well-designed survival horror area. It's amazing. But Spencer's Mansion is just absolutely crazy that how well designed it is. And like that game holds up so well. The visuals hold up so well. The only thing I would say that doesn't there's a few things obviously, but the thing that doesn't hold up that well is just maybe like the cheesy acting. Jacob and I quote some of Jill's little like the things she says in the game just like every day. Just like
it's broken.
Yeah. Her talking
Jill
about the walkie
sandwich.
Yeah, of course, the classic. It's nothing compared to how bad the acting in the original was, but in a way I love it because Resident Evil's always been over the top, and it's always been a B horror movie in my head. It's never been this bad. Like, it is badass at times, but it's never been this like perfectly, or this thing that is always taken seriously. But I remember when after playing 2 and 3, I think the 2 remake was already there. I can't remember what year it was. Maybe it was 2019 when it released. I'm pretty sure it was already released, or it released shortly after I played it, just coincidentally. I wasn't paying attention. And I remember just like kind of being like, well, why are we doing over the shoulder remake? I was kind of just confused, and I didn't really have any interest in playing it. And then later I'm like, well, I'll play it. Played it. I absolutely love RE2 remake. But I don't know why. Just the fixed camera, it is such a better horror experience, in my opinion.
I mean, I can't argue too much because it's so opinion based, but
well, yeah, I just like sharing that how we're different.
It is. I can appreciate it for what it is. Obviously, I can see I can see the appeal. I can. I don't know. I just, I think Resident Evil still is. It doesn't need to go back to its roots.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's like it's a relic and it's a gem of its period, but I don't think that it added too much to the horror.
Interesting. I love, because like I just think it's such an interesting perspective of like, I am such a little boomer with it, because for example, I do not like first person perspective in Resident Evil. I'm not a fan of it. I know a lot of people are. I'm not a fan of it. With Resident Evil 8, I like Resident Evil 7 and 8. With Resident Evil 8, that was another point of like, I'm ready for something different. I remember you and I were talking, like, do you think this was years ago when Resident Evil 8 released. We were like, do you think Resident Evil 9 is going to be first or third person? And you and I were kind of like it'll probably be first person. It'll probably be continuing, like, I mean, not continuing because it kind of wrapped up the winter story, but like maybe it may be going off of it, you know, because Resident Evil always has their chapters in 3 essentially. They have the first 3, then they have 4, 5, 6, which is all the, you know, Los Plagos inspired, and 6 is a hot steaming pile of shit.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of a hot take, I guess.
Hotter than I realized.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because it performed well, and a lot of people seem to like 6.
I'm not convinced it didn't perform well because it was like in bargain bins across Walmart or something. You know what I mean?
That's fair. But we do not like 6. I haven't even played it. I have seen some parts of it, but it's just, it seems so un-Resident Evil. It just does not. It's such a weird thorn sticking out of the franchise's side for some reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, even fucking 5 is that's another conversation.
Yeah, we can get back to that in a second. But when we were kind of like, we kind of had different opinions of like with 8 of, you were like, I kind of don't care if it's third person or first person, because you liked the first person games and you liked the remakes that were, or 2 remake and 4 remake. And I was like, I really hope it's not first person. And I think it's really funny how it's kind of best of both worlds. Personally, with 9, I have not played first person at all. I don't care for it, whatever.
Yeah.
I know they recommend Grace's to be first person and Leon's to be third. I don't care. I'd prefer third person anyway. I don't like a lot of first person games in general, not just horror. But I definitely do think the horror is so, I think in one way, like, this is another thing of it interesting. In my opinion, the horror is so missable and repetitive when it's first person. But for you argue that it's way more condensed and claustrophobic and more and scarier. And I could definitely see that. But I just it's just not for me. But I'm glad that Sheva, she sensed that we're gonna be talking shit about Resident Evil 5 and she got upset.
Yeah, because she's named after one of the characters, but it's a good character, so
it is a good character. The thing is that 4, okay, we're getting into it. We're getting the meat and potatoes of this. I love the first 3. We already got over that. 4, I absolutely love as well. 4 is probably my 4th favorite Resident Evil game, just coincidentally. And believe it or not, my 5th favorite is not Resident Evil 5. But we'll get to that. Resident Evil 4 is such a perfect game. Like, it is. For the longest time, I thought to myself, do I like it more than 2, more than 3? I constantly shift because, like, I mean, you and I aren't really big on rating things. You know, we will say it's my favorite, but then, you know, we're bipolar. So the next day it's like, this is my favorite. Whatever. So I say the only thing that doesn't budge is that Resident Evil 1 is always my favorite. So, but at the end of the day, 4 is such a perfect game. It's absolutely crazy. It is so perfect. It's not really horror. I'd argue it's definitely way more. It's horror themed. It's not really that scary though. I guess I should say. I guess it still is a horror game. It's not that scary. There's not really that, you know, survival horror of like this, but it's such a perfect game. It's so perfect. The story is great. It's over the top when it needs to be. The Leon is fucking hilarious. People found Ashley annoying. I like Ashley. I don't find it that annoying. And then you have, it has some of the best bosses. It's just a great game. Everyone knows how great Resident Evil 4 is.
True.
When they were remaking 4, I remember you were very excited. I was kind of bitter, I guess. I remember being like, what, does this game need a remake? It's already so perfect. But then I kind of flipped where I was like, well, I guess that's why I don't really care. You know what I mean? The remake can come out and it could be total dog shit. They can change everything. They could change fucking Leon and he's played by Joe Rogan and whatever. I don't care. Because we already have the perfect game. You know what I mean? So they can change everything they want. So I kind of flipped, but I ended up really enjoying 4 Remake, like way more than I thought I would. It is such a good game. It is so good. I personally, there's enough little gripes for me that it's not as good as the original 4, but it is very close. It is very, very close. Closer than any other Resident Evil remake has gotten for me. But I remember was that the first Resident Evil game that you played when it came out?
Yeah, that was my first like day one. I played it a couple of days after, but yeah, that was the one that I was there for. And Resident Evil 4 and RE9 are the only ones because I'm so late to the party. But God, it's such a good game.
It is great.
Why does Capcom make everyone sexy? They're so good. Fucking Ada Wong and Ashley Graham, Leon Kennedy, Louise. Oh, so good.
I actually never played Separate Ways expansion. I played the original, but I never played the 4 remake expansion. I want to go back and do that. I just never did. But
yeah, that's fair. I started it. I think I got maybe like halfway through. I did not finish it though.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because I got kind of tuckered out because I took my sweet ass time with RE4. I have like 35 hours in that game. I just kind of fucked around a lot, but so I think I kind of, slowed down a bit, and I probably shouldn't have played that so soon.
Yeah.
But, that's a lesson we all learn, I guess.
Yeah. But, yeah, RE4 is great. And then we hit RE5. And we played RE5 together.
Yeah.
And I knew about RE5 for a while. I even tried playing it alone. It didn't really click with me, I guess, or maybe I just didn't have time or whatever. I stopped playing after a little bit. And I'm like, we played it together, and it started off really strong, if I remember correctly. Like, I remember us really enjoying it at first. We were having fun. We were fucking with each other in the game. We liked the characters. The story was like, okay. And then it hit a point. It hit a point. If you wanna, if I gotta calm down if you want to describe the point.
So, okay. Like, they give zombies guns.
Yes.
And then they start to, give you less ammo. So that's like, this is an action game. It's like marketed itself as such. It's not that much of a horror experience. So it's like, makes zero sense if they're trying to, have the ammo shortage all of a sudden in the middle of the game. It literally was impossible. There's like a segment, spoilers, there's a segment and there's a bajillion liquors, and it became so fucking stupid and silly, and it just became so angering. It wasn't just the fact of it wasn't like just a typical fucking gamer rage or anything. Like it was just frustration from the game being so fucking difficult with you. Like it felt so much more personal. Like they just were not working with you at all, and it really blew the wind out of our sails because we were having a lot of fun in the beginning. 100%. We made a lot of jokes. There was like that swampish or marsh area. I remember that one was fun.
Where you're on the boat going around.
But
that first area was really fun. But Yeah. It almost feels sadistic because it's like we're turning the game into an action series now. Deal with it. But we're not going to give you any ammo. Like, I don't know if... Okay, dude, I cannot describe the... Like, okay, we get frustrated with games. Obviously, we're human. But I think you and I are both pretty good at not raging and, like, you know, breaking our controller and, you know,
yes,
whatever.
I have that trophy on my wall of I have never damaged one of my things from being mad at a game. Controller, keyboard,
exactly.
anything.
The only thing you've damaged is your relationship with your ex-wife. But sorry.
She shouldn't have turned off my Xbox. I'm just saying.
Yep. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, just yeah, let's just cut that out.
Okay.
Let's come back. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're pretty good at not doing that. But the frustration we felt wasn't even like screaming. It was just, I remember, like, we had to revive each other so many goddamn times. It became a point where we were not talking with each other. We were just locking in, and then you would get down and you just go you just like a long sigh, and that's how I knew you needed help. And it was we hit a point. I vaguely remember a point with this like two big guards or something with like big shields, and we could not get past them. We didn't have any ammo, and we were fucking blowing our brains out. We were just silently being like, we were so sick of it. And then here's the thing: Resident Evil 4 gave the zombies crossbows and torches and things to throw at you.
Yeah.
And that felt okay because it didn't feel like I was playing a military shooter, right? I remember even at the time I'm like, this felt weird because you usually don't see zombies they tear you apart, but it I say at the time as if I released as if I was playing the game when it came out. But at the time I played it, it felt good though with how Resident Evil 4 did it. Resident Evil 5 is just not as polished as Resident Evil 4. It's not as paced well.
No, and they didn't even feel like zombies because they literally were just humans, and they could just fully shoot you. They would beam you. There was no... If it was a thing where, like, if they had a gun and then they would just, like, flail and, like, just shoot random shit, maybe that's a little bit of a different story. But
yeah, but they were ducking for cover and shit. Like, it's like, what are we doing here? Why is our monster in our video game? Why can they shoot? Why can they duck for cover?
Why are they cranking 90s right now?
and then you take like something like the lickers and you make them not scary at all because you
compare it to 2.
Exactly. Compare it to 2 remake. Compare it to even the original 2.
Yeah.
Where it's like the lickers were a point where you had to shut the fuck up and just sweat and just get past that part.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking sweating the entire time. You're scared. It's amazing.
They made it so they were like hard to kill, and there was
essentially impossible.
There was multiple around, but there wasn't so many where, because they have to equal out the fact that they're so hard to kill, but we can't just fill the whole building with them.
Exactly. So it created an amazing, like one of the most iconic horror monsters for a reason. Nobody remembers the RE5 lickers because they are bullshit. They just they throw a million at there's that scene with the hallway where there's like 10,000 lickers and you're just mowing through them with your fucking AK, and it's not scary. It's like, that is a point. It's so symbolic. You take it, just think about it for a second. You take something that was a source of so much horror in the originals, and then you put them, and then in a few games later, you are mowing them down with an AK, and it's not scary at all. It's so symbolic with what Resident Evil became. And then, but the thing about 5 is that we were very sick and tired at the end. But if there's one thing that you and I do not stop referencing about how bad it was. It's the story.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We were experiencing that thing. The thing about Resident Evil is that I would say I do care about the story, but it is not why I play Resident Evil. I play it for the horror. I play it for the puzzles. I play it for the suspense. RE5, I could not give a single shit of what was going on because what the fuck was going on?
Oh, Wesker.
It's yeah, okay, so Wesker's back, obviously, and he has a side piece. I forget her name. And I love Wesker, but holy shit, I hated Wesker in this game.
Oh my god.
He was such a fucking annoyance, and he was such a little shitbag. I love how Wesker has become or became like a little Redditor that was just like a little annoying guy.
Yeah.
He was always annoying and a backstabbing guy, but he just became a fucking like. Actually, I'm gonna do this.
I only have 7 minutes for you.
But we don't need to talk about the boulder, do we? The boulder in the room?
Probably no. I don't. We can talk about how they fucking butchered our fucking main lady, Miss Valentine, and made her blonde.
Oh yeah, okay. So I love Jill Valentine. She's my favorite fucking Resident Evil character. They made her Wesker kidnaps her and makes her blonde for some. Why did he make her blonde?
Why did he dye her hair?
Why did he dye her hair? So he's hypnotizing her. Why did he dye her hair? Was it Capcom? Please, just tell me why. Is it a kink thing?
Does he like blondes?
Does he like blondes? Like what's going on here? Jill was kind of done really bad in 5, and it's really upsetting to me that's the last time she's been seen.
Literally.
Yeah, it's upsetting to me because I would have been completely fine if they never bring her back and her last game was 3. I'd be fine with it. But the fact that they brought her back in 5 in such a weird, I did not like what they did with her. It's upsetting. She'll definitely come back. You know, she will. Capcom loves bringing their protagonists back, and
true.
They love making references to them. And I have not even finished RE9, but I know for a fact there's going to be either a Jill, a Claire, or a Chris reference. There's going to be, and it's going to be a big.
Oh my god!
No, Chris was here. I just know it because they love doing that, and it's fun. It's fun going back to Raccoon City. It's fun doing that. But I'm of the opinion of like, you can close the chapter on certain characters because the new characters they introduce are great. With the exception of Ethan, I'm not a big fan of Ethan. I don't like Ethan.
Baby.
I think he's a whiny little bitch.
Baby, my baby's in the jar, and I named my baby, and my girlfriend wife is kidnapped and gone, and she's dead, and oh my god.
I hate him because he's always says, "What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?" He's like, I don't like Ethan. But Grace, holy shit, I love Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Grace has already been so amazing. I love her. I think something for me in games is that I find it really hard to care about characters. That sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I find it really hard. Like I'll play a game like and I just don't really care about these characters' family. Like take Resident Evil 8. His wife gets kidnapped. I don't go, no. I just kind of go like, okay, where's my puzzles at? You know what I mean? But so when you can get me to care about characters, that's effective. And there's a lot of games that can do it really well for me. And this one is like, there's that scene with Alyssa with showing how she dies. And I cared because like it's such a short scene with her and Grace, but Grace's acting is amazing, and it shows that how much she cares for her mom, and how much she feels like she failed her, and like I legitimately care. It's like they did such a good point. And even with Emily, I just saw that scene with Emily mutating, and Grace is like so torn up about it, where it's like she failed Emily and she's so upset, and it's such an effective way of writing, and I love it. They did it amazing. But and then we have 6. So Jacob hasn't played 6, but he's seen quite a bit of it, and he's seen me talk about it, and I hate 6. 6 has such a big fan base. I didn't even realize. I saw a tweet the other day that said 6 has the best story and best character writing in any of Resident Evil.
That's insane.
And I think it's absolutely insane to me. 6 jumped the if Resident Evil 5 jumped the shark, 6 was jumping the fucking Loch Ness monster, bro. Like what?
With like 7 explosions too.
Yeah, dude. Don't even. They reuse the same 8 explosions or 2 explosions 8 times, and it's like Leon running, goes, and then he turns to the new guy, and he takes off his sunglasses, and he goes, yeah, this is a normal Sunday for me. You know, it's like Resident Evil has always been cheesy, and I love how cheesy it is, but holy fuck, it becomes so unbearable. The new characters they introduced don't give a shit. Jake, fuck off. He's so boring. He's just a fucking Call of Duty character. And it's bad. It's just bad. I do not like it. I've not played everyone's because there's a bunch of different campaigns. I don't care to. I don't even care to. It is so. I played Leon's. It is so bad. Like it is. It is shockingly bad. I do not understand how people like 6. 6 is like that. It's embarrassing to me for some reason. Like I think about how like it in the off chance. Sorry, I'm like,
he's going through puberty.
Yes, sorry, I'm getting heated. When someone mentions RE Resident Evil, are you a Resident Evil fan? I say yes. I get embarrassed because in their brain they might imagine I might be a Resident Evil 6 fan. That's how embarrassed I am.
You guys need to be embarrassed if you're an RE6 fan.
Be embarrassed. Be embarrassed. And then I don't know if you have anything to say about 6.
I mean,
what?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
What happened? Did RE6 fans hack our computer?
I think they did.
Oh no.
My my monitors went black.
Oh my god. It's Wesker.
It's okay though, they're back. That was weird. Anyway, I don't know a lot about 6. I mean, in terms of like details or anything, so I guess I can't speak too much. Mm-hmm. But I know his poop. I know his poop.
Yeah. I don't even think like you've told me in the past you don't really have any interest to go to it.
Oh,
like,
no.
We literally talked about it today. We want to do some Resident Evil videos, and we were mentioning them, and I'm like, well, we could replay games, and you just said like I was just we were mentioning we should play all the Resident Evil games because there's still some we haven't played. We haven't played Code Veronica. We haven't played the Outbreak games. We haven't played the Revelations games, and we want to play them. Especially Code Veronica. I really want to go back to that one. But you just like mentioned I don't want to play 6. Like I don't even want to touch it.
Not at all. I do. I want to avoid it.
Yeah, 100%. But then I mean we already talked about 7 a little bit. You know, it's really it definitely brought back Resident Evil, and I'm very grateful for 7. I'm not really a big fan of Ethan Winters, but the story was fine. I think the story was okay. Although there's that story beat in 7 that I always complain about. It's like, do you choose your wife or do you choose this random girl you just met? And it's like
that shit was crazy.
why would I choose this random girl I just met?
Yeah. They expect you to care.
Yeah, it's like why would I not choose Mia? But the ending was really stupid though. It was very over the top. It was very RE6 in a bad way. But still pretty good. And then RE8, I have not finished it. I got really close to finishing it. But just didn't finish it. I definitely enjoyed it, but we already talked about it. It's kind of best hits, whatever. Point is, we're both very big Resident Evil fans.
All that to say.
We've talked for 47 minutes about Resident Evil.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Sheva! Sorry, the Sheva alarm's going off. That means that means we've been talking about Resident Evil too much.
She's just standing in the fucking doorway. She won't come in or out.
Like I said, she's infected by the T-virus.
Okay, come in. Come in. Yes. Go lay down. Go take a nap.
You gotta put her to sleep.
Anyway, we should continue with our list.
Yeah, so before we get to that, I'm really enjoying Resident Evil 9. I think I'm really glad everyone else is enjoying it. It seems to be very just great. It's amazing. And once I finish, I guess we can talk about it more. But there's a lot of things. I will say, what the fuck is that? What is that? What's that guy name?
Zeno.
Zeno. What? He looks just like Wesker. I'm playing the game. I'm like, oh my god, how did Wesker survive the fucking volcano? I look at Jacob. He gives me a look. He's just like, kind of like, no, stop. It's not Wesker. It's like, what do you mean? I assume some sort of clone because he has the Raccoon City disease or whatever. But yeah, fuck that. Sheva. Okay. My god, bro. This cat driving me crazy.
She has been pretty quiet all day, but as soon as we start recording, she's so loud.
Yeah, and you bet your sweet fucking Bippy, I'm too lazy to edit that shit out.
Bippy.
But yeah, time for spreadsheet. My favorite segment of the podcast.
Yes.
Where we have a spreadsheet we call list of stuff, and I think you gave it a name yesterday or last week, but oh my god.
I think it's something like list of thingamajigs or something. I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. Where we have a list of about over 200 things, and we're just gonna it's a bunch of random shit, and whatever number we land on, we're gonna talk about it for. It could be 3 seconds, it could be 3 hours. So I'm gonna give you the number, and you're gonna tell me what it is.
Can do.
131.
Gary's Mod.
It's a video game again. Okay. You might have to take the lead on this one because you're a bigger Gary's Mod fan than I am.
I grew up on Gary's Mod, dude. I grew up on Venturian Tale and Vanoss, Breezy, Miss Breezy.
What are these? Never mind.
They played an assortment of different things on Gmod, but I watched a lot of like roleplay videos and stuff on Gmod. I loved it. It was so good. It's like the perfect sandbox. There's so much to it. Endless possibilities, really, even though there's endless errors too. Oh, we love Lua errors.
Every fucking time we play it together, I put on my game and I get fucking flashbanged with a million errors.
There's an achievement on the page to get like 100 Lua errors or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a thing because
it's just baked into the experience.
Yeah, because it's so open for people just to make their own shit. There's gonna be so many problems, but.
Yeah.
Gary's Mod is great. I got it because a friend of mine gifted it to me when I jokingly begged for it on my private Twitter. Was not expecting to get it, but thanks, May. That's cool.
Well, okay, you can be honest about who that friend was. It was Elon Musk.
How many times
Okay. Oh my
do
God.
I
Yeah.
have to
We're
tell
doing this
you
again. Yeah. Uh-huh.
to not
Yeah.
say his real name?
Sorry. Tesla Musk.
You're dead naming him.
Oh, fuck off. If he gets a dead name his daughter, I get a dead name him.
No, that's so real. Elon Musk can suck my fucking
Big
big
dick.
big balls that I'm getting surgically big balls.
Yep.
That's kind of, I mean, Gary's Mod is just, I feel like anybody knows about it, even if you don't play it, you just know of it. Because it's such a big part of early internet and everything.
Yeah.
But you know, it's cool.
It's pretty good. It's a game where like we usually only play it when we have nothing else to play, where it's like, I just want to fuck around with Gmod. And what we end up doing is we have an add-on where it's like a big TV where you can watch YouTube, and we set up a little couch and like a little table and a little house, and then we watch like Mr. Beast videos and laugh about it and just like fuck around, and like we try to find the stupidest YouTube videos and like YouTube videos with like one view and watch them, and it's like it's so funny. It is a great, amazing game, but holy shit, it's such a daunting experience to be like, hey, do you want to try to play Gmod? And it's like, maybe if I didn't have a million errors when I boot up.
Another thing that we do that seems to be a really common occurrence is we put on like really epic music and try and do cool trick shots or like cool tricks with cars or helicopters.
Yeah. And I'm always blowing up.
Yeah. I have a series of screenshots of you driving a helicopter and eventually
it's on your Steam page.
Yeah, it's eventually just crashes into the water.
But I love that. But yeah, I like Gmod. I definitely do. It's definitely something that's like, I mean, people have put fucking millions of hours in that game. So it's no surprise how popular it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also kind of scary because I've never played it online. I do not want to. It's just one of those games. It's a Valve game, so it's like you never want to play those shits online unless you want to be called a million slurs.
Literally.
But yeah, I mean, I like Gmod. Gmod good.
G-Pod.
Bro, good one. My man. I guess we can go to the next segment, and that's Epic Gamer News.
Yes.
Put up a drama alert. Fucking intro.
Fucking whores.
First gaming news of the week. Highguard has shut down.
Woo!
No, don't cheer. Don't be petty. Don't be petty.
No, it's more stupid. I know that there's devs out there. It's not the devs' issue. I know that
it's not the devs' fault. Yeah.
They put in work for a game and it fucking gets destroyed by a company because they want money and they just want money, and it's so disappointing that is the current state of the gaming world. But I love it every time these corporate idiots get an L and realize people don't want their bullshit.
Not their L. That's my point. It's not their L.
Why?
That's why it's upsetting. Because, I mean, okay, everyone knows what Highguard, but just to summarize, big game or live service game gets announced. Jeff Keighley they were going to shadow drop it, because it was like developers of Titanfall and Apex or whatever. Jeff Keighley just loves it, so he gives it the biggest slot in Game Awards. Nobody cares. It comes out, everyone's like, "This is," or before it comes out, it's radio silence until like a week before. It comes out, everyone's like, "It's." I heard good things, I heard bad things, I heard mostly mid things. Like, it's a game, it's fine, whatever. It was very bare bones. It was a skeleton of a game, not a lot of content. I don't know if you know this, but the last update they did like yesterday added count level progression. The last update.
Oh my god.
It launched at a bare bones state. It comes out, everyone's clowning on it because it got hyped up to oblivion, and it's whatever game. Some people enjoyed it, some people didn't. And then it fails because, it's a live service game. It needs people to play. But my point why it isn't the developer, or it's not the corpo's fucking L, it's the developers, because it was funded by Tencent. So it's like to these people, this is a drop in the bucket. What they want to be the next Fortnite. They want to be the next Overwatch, whatever it must be. It is just gambling to them. They put this money in and they hope that this money will make them 10x to 100x, right? And when it doesn't, they just say, okay, next thing, next gambling. That's what it is. So they get these teams together to make this game, and then they are the ones suffering. They have to look for new jobs. They're the ones getting blamed online. They're the ones getting hate, whatever it may be. It's not the developer's fault, but I will say there was that one developer blaming gamers, right? I think that's stupid. If people don't want to play a game, they don't want to play a game. You know what I mean? You can't be like, just give our game a chance. It's like, okay, but not everyone's gonna want to play the fucking game. The thing is that I saw a really good point, and it's certain back in the day, games used to release and maybe they weren't successes at first, but then they became successes later. That can't happen in today's climate. You need a game to kick off immediately, otherwise you're a failure, which is crazy. So if I release a game right now and it sold 1 million copies over a year, that'd be terrible. Which in reality, that's not that bad, right? But it completely depends on just the outlook of it, where it's like they need that money to be immediate, and they need that success. And they needed that, and it's so sad, and it's unfortunate. It's never a game I would have played. I did not touch it. I did not care. But it's shut down. I think it's a few days. I think I can actually look when it's shutting down. But they made a statement. And the statement is, today we are sharing difficult news. We have made the decision to permanently shut down Highguard on March 12th. Since launch, more than 2 million players stepped into Highguard's world. You shared feedback, created content, and many believed what we were building. For that, we are deeply grateful. Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we have not been able to start or to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term. Servers will remain online until March 12th. We hope you'll join in with us one more time to show your support and get those final guest matches or great matches in while we still can. The team is excited to release one final game update to enjoy the remaining life of the game. We'll be adding a new warden, a new weapon, account level progression, and skill trees. Full patch notes are coming, and we're targeting tonight or tomorrow morning for patch release. From all of us at Wildlight, thank you for playing, for supporting us, and for being part of Highguard's story. So it's shutting down immediately. Or I guess not. I think it's 45 days. I am so confused on what this game was supposed to be, because, like I said, they didn't ask for that big hype up spot. They wanted to shadow drop it. If they shadow dropped it, how did they expect to get the player base? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so it's either fucked if you do, fucked if you don't type situation. It's just live service games are not, or they are the play, and that's the thing. Every game wants to be your forever game, but you can't have 10 forever games. So it's like these companies just need to they need to stop. They need to shut the fuck up. They just need to make good games. Not every goddamn thing. Sure, there's live service games have their place. I don't care, but sure. But not every game needs to be a fucking live service game. Just like stop forcing these developers to make live service games. Have them make an actual fucking game, and stop. Just fuck off. It's upsetting. It's just you're gonna fuck over developers, and I feel bad for the developers. I hope they can get jobs, but I'm just upset that this is the climate of games. There's a lot of games that just release that are good, and that's fine. But there's so many companies that are just they need these fucking big successes. They need these live service slop, and it's just so stupid. I think I'm reading right now. 90 days from reveal to shutdown.
Damn.
It was revealed 90 days ago, and it is shutting down 9 days later.
That's crazy.
it lasted 45 days. So, but yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say about it. It's unfortunate, and I'm sorry if you actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Next topic. We talked about this a little bit before, but Resident Evil Requiem becomes fastest selling Resident Evil game.
Yay!
I think it was 5 million copies in 5 days, which is absolutely crazy.
Woo!
The franchise has sold over 183 million units, meaning Requiem takes its total closer to 190 million, and it's likely to surpass 200 million by the end of 2026. The previous record holder was Resident Evil 6, which clocked in at 4.5 million copies sold in 1 week, whereas Requiem has cleared 5 million in total of 5 days. Resident Evil 9's doing great. It's a great game, and I'm really glad it's doing. I'm really glad it's doing great because it definitely leads into the best of both worlds. Mm-hmm. Obviously, not much more to say about it, but I'm really glad it's doing well. I'm excited to see if there's any DLC. There definitely will be DLC later. I don't know when. It just kind of begs the question: what is Capcom's next Resident Evil game? It's probably a remake. It's probably a Zero remake. Maybe a Code Veronica remake. Hopefully. But even then, I'm just like, I want to play the original anyway. But I would love for it to be remade because I want that to be accessible.
True. Very true.
But yeah. That's and then last one, not really an article attached, but release of Pokemon Pocopia and Marathon. That released. Pocopia released today, I believe.
Yeah, it was today.
Marathon is it also today? It might. Maybe it's today or tomorrow. But Marathon has had a little. Oh no, I think it is today. Marathon had a little bumpy. Not release, but demo. Mm-hmm. But apparently, it's doing really well now.
Oh, okay.
It's doing incredibly well on their first day. So, personally, I remember when Marathon was announced, you and I were like, that looks pretty cool. And then we kind of found out it was like a only multiplayer thing. And it's like, oh, okay.
Also, the fact that a lot of the art was stolen.
Yeah, I think they remedied that, but it's still a little bit weird if they base. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the situation, but if they base the art style off that person and they kind of stole a lot of their art, and they still have that art style, it's a little weird to me.
Yeah.
I probably won't play it, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. And Pocopia, am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, Pocopia.
People are really enjoying that as well. That is like the second highest rated game of the year so far. I think it goes Requiem, Pocopia, and then Mugenics. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad people are enjoying it. I was watching some gameplay earlier today. It actually looks really fun. It actually looks pretty cool. You can find a little Pokemon. They give you little abilities around the world, and you can just it's like an open world sandbox, Minecraft mixed, Pokemon mixed, Animal Crossing. It looks really fun.
Yeah.
$70 seems a little steep, but maybe not. Maybe it is really worth it with how much content that they're offering. Mm-hmm. With Pokemon, maybe Pokemon's back. You know what I mean? Maybe they're coming back.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll have to check it out. But yeah, that's pretty fun. A lot of good eating this year with games, guys. We're eating good.
It's only March.
It's only March, and we've had some great games. We did have High Guard, but sometimes you gotta eat a little slop to enjoy the 5-course meal.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the end of Epic Gaming segment.
Play the drama alert intro backwards.
Don't do that. Don't. And before I think we're almost done. But before we say goodbye, we have our recommendations from each of us. Would you like to go first?
I feel like it's kind of obvious, but I just decided to stay on theme and just say Play Resident Evil 9.
Yep.
You should not be here at this point if you do want to play Resident Evil 9, because we kind of had a little bit of spoilers, but
Yeah.
whatever. If you're here, play Resident Evil 9. It is genuinely such a good game. You don't need to know that much to get into it.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to go through. It's very modern. It works with you a lot. There's a lot of accessibility, and there's an easy mode that makes things nice, where you can just focus on the puzzles and the story. It's a fantastic experience, and I heavily suggest it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's going to be a great entry point for people. And if you enjoy Resident Evil 9, go back to the other games. You know, if you enjoyed Grace segments more, then play the 1 remake, play 2 remake, play the originals. If you enjoy Leon segments, go play 4. Go play
2.
Go play 2, yeah. For Leon. Go play 8. 8's really combat inspired.
True.
Go play
Guys, you're making him throw up.
Stop. It's great though. Good recommendation. My recommendation is a little bit off topic. It's an album this month or this week. Go listen to Chet Baker Sings by Chet Baker. You probably know him. He's a very popular jazz musician. I've been into jazz lately. I've just been listening to jazz while I cook, while I jack off, while I do anything.
Yeah.
Those are 2 things I do. So no, but on a serious note, I've been listening to a lot of jazz, and I've been listening to the album a lot. I think the song is called But Not For Me, vocal version.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That song is such a beautiful song. Let me see what the other song, my other top song in that album is It's Always You. My Ideal is also really good. But yeah, he's very popular, so you probably know him. But just listen to jazz in general. But this is my recommendation album. Listen to some Miles Davis, maybe. Some beautiful shit. I've been really enjoying it. It's nice if you're like editing, if you're just chilling, if you're just like, whenever we have people over, we kind of just have a little jazz playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Persona 5 music sometimes. It's nice. But just people need more jazz in their life.
So true.
But yeah, that's my rec. That kind of finishes. Sorry, she's waking up. She's on my lap and she's waking up. So on that note, I think it is time for us to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye-bye.